Welcome on board. I'm Brian Price, Cruise Director on MS Statendam, and I'm pleased to share with you a sneak preview to a very special ship. Not only is MS Statendam the newest addition to the fleet, but also the fifth ship in the history of Holland America Line to bear that distinguished name. And the first of three brand new ships, soon to be joined by sister ships Maasdam and Rijndam. We'll tour all 10 decks, beginning with A deck and working our way all the way up to the observation area on Sky deck. You may want to follow along with the deck plan enclosed with this video. We'll cover the Statendam's public rooms and various stateroom categories. And also, I'll share with you those extra touches that make Holland America Line the best cruise value in the industry, an award recently received from Ocean and Cruise News. From the moment your clients step aboard, they'll be greeted Holland America Line style and personally escorted to their staterooms. The MS Statendam has 633 staterooms, accommodating 1,266 guests. Just in case you didn't know, the industry average cabin is 148 square feet. All Holland America Line ships feature cabins larger than the industry average. Here, on MS Statendam, the smallest category cabin starts at 178 square feet. That's 20% above the industry average. Right now, let's start on A deck, main decks, and lower promenade decks, which are all devoted to stateroom accommodation. Standard inside cabins, categories I through N, include convertible twin to queen-size bed, small sitting area, and shower. The size and appointments are virtually identical in these categories. The only difference is the lower category cabins are located on the lower decks. Large outside double rooms, categories C through H, are 190 square feet. Each includes a delightfully large window, convertible twin to queen-size bed, sitting area, bathtub and shower. To accommodate the needs of our physically challenged guests, the Statendam has 6 specially equipped staterooms in categories C and G on lower promenade and A decks. We'll take a look at our deluxe staterooms a little later. I'm here on lower promenade deck. Embarkation takes place on main deck, one deck below, and an escalator brings guests up to this spectacular 3-deck atrium. The focal point is a 26-foot Italian fountain called the Fountain of the Sirens. Inspired by Greek mythology, the fountain can be admired from 3 different levels. Another feature on lower promenade deck is Holland America's popular wraparound teak decking with ample space for walking, lounging, or just watching the waves go by. Here on promenade and upper promenade decks, you'll find the majority of the ship's public rooms. Centrally located on promenade deck is the front office, open 24 hours a day. The shore excursion office, offering a variety of experiences ashore, and the Java Cafe, where guests can relax and sip an espresso. Further forward, you'll find the photo gallery and the fabulous 2-deck, 600-seat Van Gogh show lounge. Here, guests will enjoy Broadway-style entertainment on one of the most sophisticated stages afloat. Computerized lighting, sound systems, tiered seating offer guests spectacular evenings at sea. The room's decor was inspired by one of the world's most admired Dutch artists, Vincent van Gogh. Artwork adapted from 2 of his masterpieces, The Starry Night and Irises, is reflected throughout the show lounge. Heading aft from the central atrium, you'll find the 249-seat Wayang Theatre, used for lectures, meetings, religious services, as well as showing current release films. Adjoining the theatre are the Half Moon and Hudson rooms, accommodating 150 guests for meetings, private parties, and other activities. Now's the moment I know you've been waiting for, the Statendam's spectacular dining room. Named after the flagship of the fleet, the 745-seat Rotterdam dining room is without a doubt the most luxurious at sea. A special feature is the pair of grand curved staircases reminiscent of the transatlantic era. Windows on 3 sides offer magnificent ocean views. And for an extra touch, the Rosario strings will serenade guests from a balcony above. Adjacent to the upper level of the dining room are the King's and Queen's dining rooms, which can be used for groups or private parties. Two magnificent stained glass ceiling murals titled Dawn to Dusk and Night Flight depict imaginary skies. Located at the aft end of both levels are 4 additional stained glass murals depicting sea travel fantasies. As for culinary delights, this is Executive Chef Wolfgang Wasshausen, a member of the distinguished International Gourmet Society, the Confrérie de la Chaîne des Rôtisseurs, and also one of my favorite people on board the ship. Chef, tell us about some of the delightful dining experiences that people are going to have on board the Statendam.
Well, Brian, I think there's something for everybody, starting with the traditional dishes of beef Wellington, tornado rossini, lobster, caviar, jumbo shrimps.
Chef, in all the years that we've known each other, there's a question that I've always wanted to ask you.
Ask me.
And that is, when you're cooking, how do you keep the hat on?
Crazy glue, sir.
Starting outside the main entrance to the dining room on upper promenade deck, let's continue forward. The first grouping of rooms includes the Erasmus Library, with more than $20,000 worth of reference books, the puzzle corner, and card room for quieter activities. Next, you'll find the Explorer's Lounge, one of 5 elegant lounges on the Statendam. It's the perfect place for guests to enjoy after-dinner coffee and liqueurs, serenaded by a string quartet. Continuing on to midship, you'll find the Art Gallery, with an impressive display of Oriental porcelain, the cozy 68-seat piano bar, and the casino with blackjack, poker, roulette, and plenty of slot machines. And for those born to shop, the shopping arcade offers a variety of duty-free items. Centrally located near the atrium, you'll find the Fountain Terrace, more boutiques, the upper entrance to the Van Gogh Show Lounge, and the Ocean Bar. Here, guests can enjoy a marvelous ocean view, cocktails and dancing. And whether it's the Ocean Bar or any room on board the ship, all public areas have been designed to provide that luxurious cruise experience. Thank you, Felix. Another of the great pleasures of a Holland America Line cruise is the gracious service provided by our Indonesian and Filipino crew. It's truly the service and attention to detail that makes a Holland America cruise unlike any other. And talking of service, I'd like you to meet a man who's been with Holland America Line for nearly 40 years. And so consequently has a world of experience. Hotel manager of the Statendam, Mr. Dick Zeller. Mr. Zeller.
Brian.
Tell us about some of the special Holland America touches that people can expect to experience on board the Statendam.
Oh, there are really too many to mention, but we can start with all the fresh flowers when they come aboard ship. The cashless society, that people don't have to walk around with cash money in the pockets. The spaciousness of the ship, the spaciousness of all public areas, the spaciousness of the cabins, then all the antiques we have around. Wherever you go, you find a beautiful piece of antiques from the old world. The friendliness of our crew. You know, everywhere where they go, they see a smiling crew.
So from the moment that your clients step on board the Statendam until the moment that they leave, they'll be treated like royalty. And speaking of royalty, just wait until you see that penthouse suite. But for now, let's continue our tour to the upper category staterooms found on veranda and navigation decks. Deluxe stateroom categories A and B are 284 square feet and include a convertible twin to queen-size bed, sitting area, VCR, minibar, refrigerator, a whirlpool bath and shower. All deluxe categories feature floor-to-ceiling windows and a private veranda. The Statendam has 28 elegant suites, each 563 square feet. Suites include a large sitting area, VCR, minibar, refrigerator, convertible twin to king-size bed, whirlpool bath and shower. All suites include the large private veranda. And now for the moment you've been waiting for, the Statendam's fabulous penthouse suite. Located on navigation deck, this incredible 1,126 square foot suite includes a living room, dining room, bedroom with king-size bed, extra large bathroom with whirlpool bath, dressing room and guest powder room. There's even a pantry for butler service, floor-to-ceiling windows, and this 189-square-foot balcony. Regardless of what stateroom category your clients choose, they'll soon find it to be a home away from home. I'd like to stay here and enjoy the view, but we've got a lot more to explore. At the ship's helm is Captain Hans Oldering, who had a similar honor some 8 years ago when he sailed the MS Nordam out of the builder's yard. Captain, tell us about some of the amazing navigational and technical features of the Statendam.
In my opinion, the nicest thing on board the ship we have is a fully computerized navigation system. We can pre-plan a cruise in this system, and automatically the computer brings the ship from one port to the other port. And furthermore, we have the joystick system, which we use docking the ship or undocking the ship. With one hand, I'm able to turn this ship around in between 4 and 5 minutes, 360 degrees. So that's very excellent.
Amazing. Thank you. At the aft end of navigation deck, you'll find one of 2 outdoor pools with plenty of sunning space. Up on the Lido deck, you'll find a terrace for sunning and dining al fresco outside the 403-seat Lido restaurant. All Holland America ships feature an extensive buffet for casual dining at breakfast and lunch, along with our popular all-you-can-eat ice cream bar. Midship, you'll find the Dolphin Bar, the Lido swimming pool featuring a sliding glass dome similar to the Westerdam, and 2 jacuzzis. There's also a buffet station close at hand for hamburgers, pasta, tacos, and more. At the forward end of the pool is a fabulous bronze sculpture of 5 leaping bottlenose dolphins, created by British artist Susanna Holt. To keep your clients fit and pampered, the Statendam features a large, fully equipped ocean spa fitness center. The spa offers guest massage, sauna and steam rooms, a beauty salon, and a juice bar for a refreshing drink after a workout. Up on sports deck, you'll find a cushioned jogging track which completely encircles the ship's funnel. Further forward is the 366-seat Crow's Nest Lounge, where guests can enjoy a sunset and dance till the wee hours of the morning. And where else would you want to be as the ship sets sail than the observation area on the sky deck? On behalf of Captain Ulrich and all the staff, it's been a pleasure to share our grand new ship with you. And it'll be our pleasure to welcome you and your clients on board the Statendam in the very near future. Together with her sister ships, she'll continue Holland America's tradition of excellence and a grand tradition of cruising.